Cage Minds, Micah Frankel. UFC 168 is gone and past. We're going to reflect on it. It's Monday morning. Got an uncaged rant for everybody. But first and foremost, get well to Anderson Spider Silva, who, after throwing a vicious leg kick to Chris Weidman, that Weidman check, it snapped Anderson Silva's tibia and fibia. He had to have emergency surgery, and rods and plates and put in place in his leg. Get well soon to the Spider. Wouldn't be surprised if this is the last time we see him in the octagon. Greatest fighter of all time. Thank you for all the memories. Wanted to give you guys an uncaged rant about something else that happened. In the co-main event, Ronda Rousey defeated Miesha Tate by a third-round armbar to retain the UFC Women's Bantamweight title. After the armbar, fight's over. Miesha Tate tries to shake Ronda Rousey's hand. Rousey's not having anything to do with it, not touching, not shaking hands, not making peace with her rival. The boos rained down and were deafening. After that, Ronda Rousey, the villain. That's what everyone's looking at, talking about. I'm going to throw out my opinion on it. I thought it was refreshing. It's refreshing to see someone stick to their guns. We had this rivalry. I felt she disrespected me, my friends, my family, my team. We are rivals. There is no love lost. Why do we have to shake hands and make it seem like it's all good? I gotta agree with Ronda Rousey on there. It's refreshing to see someone stick to their guns. This rivalry was real. It's hard to say if a lot of the ones that happen in the UFC are a la Chael Sonnen and Anderson Silva. How much did Chael Sonnen talk? And Anderson Silva, at the end of it, invited him to a barbecue. Made me sick. Chael Sonnen said, if I didn't beat Anderson Silva, I'll retire. I don't deserve to fight. He's since got a title shot at light heavyweight, and now says he's moving back down to middleweight. I thought that was more disrespectful and worse. GSP told us about how he was going to deliver the worst beating we had ever seen in the octagon to Nick Diaz. And after the Nick Diaz fight, where Diaz is still screaming F-bombs, F you, George, and the judges robbed me and all you did was hold me down, George says he's a great champion and he has a lot of respect for him. Makes me sick. Ronda Rousey, no, I don't like her. We have issues, and she's still not done with the rivalry, even though it's done. She submitted her twice. She's finished her twice. She's collected 2 arms. The emotion was real, and I find it refreshing as to where these other guys backtrack off of it. I get it's not the martial artist thing to do, but we're not fully talking about martial arts here. We're talking about mixed martial arts. We're talking about fighting. We're talking about the fight business. It's nice to see someone not just be a ticket seller a la Chael Sonnen, or maybe talk out of their emotions. A GSP getting overheated about the Diaz rivalry. I didn't mean to be that angry about it. I didn't mean to be that mad about it. I really, do respect him. That's weak. That's whack. That's a false bravado. That's suckering the public into buying a fight, and I just don't like it. Ronda Rousey was real, and this is a woman who, in her battle with Sarah Kaufman, didn't talk trash leading up to it. Don't think we'll hear her talking trash in her upcoming fight with Sarah McMahon, even though with them both being on the Olympic team, both being in the same weight class. McMahon had got a silver medal in wrestling, Ronda Rousey with a bronze medal in judo. They do have that competitive rivalry, but I don't know if we'll hear beef back and forth. I'm almost positive that when Cat Zingano, Ronda Rousey, no beef. There won't be trash talking. Even when Ronda Rousey bring up Holly Holm in a video, there was no trash talking. There was professionalism. Ronda Rousey does have a problem with Christina Cyborg. She does have a problem with Miesha Tate and Brian Caraway. She doesn't hide it. She shows the real emotions, talks her trash, says what she has to say, but at least it's real. It's not made up. You want to call her the villain? It's not the most villainous thing we've ever seen inside the octagon. I mean, more out of line than not shaking your opponent's hand. Brock Lesnar's after-fight tirade on Frank Mir. Paul Daly trying to throw a punch and assault Josh Koscheck, basically, after the fight. And then also Bigfoot Silva having to be restrained by Herb Dean when he was yelling over the already knocked out body of Alistair Overeem. Those, to me, are much worse. Much worse demonstrations of sportsmanship, of self-control, and obvious demonstrations of being the quote-unquote villain. Ronda Rousey showed real emotion, has shown that there's a real rivalry, a beef, an anger, something with these specific people, and she's handled it accordingly for being a professional fighter. I don't see that there's a rule that you have to embrace, that you have to love each other afterwards. Yes, we're used to it. Yes, it demonstrates that more than other sports, that once it's from bell to bell, and then we're outside of that. Well, some of these rivalries can take on a larger than life. Not everyone's gonna beef up the fight a la Rashad Evans and Rampage Jackson just not to come out there and fight like it. These two ladies had a real rivalry, came out there and fought like it, and Ronda Rousey handled it accordingly as how she felt was fit, and I gotta say it was refreshing to see someone with true emotion display it in a true way. Cage Minds, Micah Frankel, thank you for listening. Leave me a comment. Hit us up Facebook and Twitter. Cage Minds Combat Sports News, CageMinds.com, Cage Minds MMA on Twitter. Thank you for listening and have a great day.